It's hard to believe that the man I call Dad was once a swinging bachelor who had his own pad. The year was 1962 and the month was December. Please bear with me as I try to remember. Not that I was there, but this is what I heard. This is a true story, and here it is, word for word. Dad was throwing a party, a little get-together, but little did he know his life would change forever. So he called friends up for a little mix, a little mingle, asked his friend Marilyn to bring gals that were single. So Marilyn and her husband had decided to go, and she brought a single friend along as my dad told her so. And Marilyn's friend, my dad noticed right away, was a very attractive girl, so he decided to make his play. "Would you like to dance?" he asked as he approached her where she sat. She said, "No, I'm very comfortable, thank you," and she turned him down flat. "What's up with your friend?" he asked Marilyn with a frown. "I asked her to dance and she coldly turned me down." He thought she was a snob and he wanted to know why. Marilyn said, "Oh, she's a nice girl, she's just very shy." As the night went on, he realized, hey, she's not so bad. She just needed a little time to warm up just a tad. Besides, she was quite a looker, and he fell in love with her lips, and with her sexy black dress and cleavage, his heart was doing flips. So he got her telephone number, and they finally went out. The shy girl thought my dad was funny, and was charmed without a doubt. And when he asked her for a second date, he couldn't help but get excited. When she answered him so enthusiastically, "Why, yes, I'd be delighted." They dated for months and were having so much fun. The shy girl was falling for my dad, and her heart had been won. But one night they saw the movie West Side Story starring Natalie Wood. After the movie they talked, but things were not good. "Are you serious about me?" she asked, "or are you just wasting my time? I'm not getting any younger. After all, I'm 29. He said, "Maybe we should cool it for a while." The words she feared were spoken. She walked around like a zombie for weeks. She was just so heartbroken. And when Marilyn noticed her poor friend was depressed, she said, "Just leave it to me. I'll fix up this mess." Marilyn met with my dad and played dumb about the split. He told her, "Oh, we're not seeing each other anymore, but I miss her, I admit." And after talking to Marilyn, the swinging bachelor suddenly felt sad. He was missing that shy girl, the one he once had. He listened to a love song, and the girl's name was in the title. Then he went for a long drive because he could no longer sit idle. He ended up in a drugstore not far from the girl's home, and he dialed the payphone because he felt so alone. He called the girl up and said, "Hello, it's me. Do you want to get together and talk?" he asked just to see. She said, "Oh, I don't know. I've been through so much." She was afraid of getting hurt again, and they almost lost touch. They almost hung up when a funny thing had happened. The conversation started again when someone's gums continued flapping. I don't know who said what or who spoke to whom. Perhaps it was in the stars, or maybe it was the moon. Maybe it was luck, or maybe it was fate, but the conversation kept going and did not terminate. Well, I don't have to tell you that this shy girl was my mother, so if it wasn't for Marilyn, there'd be no me or my brother. My parents got married November 10th, 1963, and here we are, 50 years later, as happy as can be. Thank you, Marilyn, and thank you, Mom and Dad. Happy anniversary.